Hey everyone, GuardianE here with another summon video in Fire Emblem Heroes, and today we're going to be summoning on the all-new New Heroes banner Dark Burdens, which is basically the Fallen Heroes banner of 2020, featuring Lyon, Corrin, Julia, and Ike, Evil Ike here. So this is a pretty exciting, it's a fun banner. It's definitely fun composition. It is a New Heroes banner, meaning that these characters are going to be in the regular summon pool after this is over. After the banner ends. And also, it also features the whole sparking / mileage new pity system where you're guaranteed a selection of any one of these of your choice after you do 40 summons. And those 40 summons do include the free summons that you get. So the first free summon that you get, of course, for every banner, plus the summon tickets that you get through the Forging Bonds event. So certainly make sure before you start summoning to go through the Forging Bonds event, burn some of those stamina potions to get up to 400 friendship points with each of the characters, and you'll be rewarded with 4 summon tickets to help ease the orb burden as you're summoning on this banner. So my personal targets on the banner are going to be Ike and Julia, which both happen to be red, which means they're color sharing, which means that it actually gives us an increased chance of getting a Focus 5-star by summoning on red, and then we'll kind of see how things go. But let's just get started. Start with our free summon here, and again, we're just going to be sniping reds where possible. Okay. I guess we're going to... let's go green. Let's go green. I do think that Lyon is probably the most, the most meta choice of the batch. Oh, there's Nino. Trying her best. But, I mean, come on. When have you guys ever seen me pull for meta? That's not my thing. So first ticket here. Maybe we'll get some red. What is happening? I mean, if we get a Lyon, that's awesome. I wasn't like specifically going to go for him, just because again I thought red would be more eventful, give us more chances of getting what we want. So there's Arthur. Usually, you can't get away from the reds. Like usually, they fill up every circle that you jump into, but well, this is the evil banner, so maybe it's just evil RNG. Alright, so 3 reds. I like this. We'll pull on all of those. 3-star. That is going to be a Laszlo. No, thank you. Yeah, so like I said, Lyon definitely kind of fulfills, I think, a lot of, it acts as a specific counter to certain units out there. Ooh, Laszlo, come on. Dancing Duelist, just dance your way out of here, please. I mean, I like you, but we're getting a lot of 3-stars, too. That's not good. That's not good. Oh my god, another Laszlo? Could it be? Oh, it's going to be Paula. I'm never mad or sad at seeing Paula, so I will take her. That's okay. Alright, 2 more tickets. Alright, 1 red. As long as as long as I get 1 red stone per circle, I'm fine with it. Actually, I should revise that, because the reality is, getting an Ares here, if we get more reds per circle, it'll actually help reach the sparking mileage threshold earlier, because we'll be getting discounted pulls, right? So, alright, so this is the last free summon, the last ticket, and we're going to be going kind of, full throttle into the orb burning at this point, from this point forward. There's Hinata. He's got some Fury 3. Actually, I feel like I haven't seen Hinata in a while. Maybe it was just wishful thinking. I don't know. So I went through, I mean, obviously not entirely the Forging Bonds event. I grinded to get the summon tickets. Oh, there's Hana. Okay. Nice little pair here. And I was actually kind of curious how they were going to do Forging Bonds for a banner like this, and where you're basically have evil versions of characters. Like, how are you going to build relationships with these characters through Forging Bonds? 3 chances. Alright. I like that. And there's like a whole bunch of different ways you could approach it, right? And I feel like it's kind of interesting because if you go down each of the characters' paths and their individual Forging Bond stories, it feels like the writers like kind of invoked each like a different way of like expanding or developing these types of characters. Because like Lyon's is pretty straightforward. I mean, Lyon's is kind of just like facing yourself and your future, your fate. I don't know how that's going to resolve, but it's essentially like a showdown between, his present self and his future self, and kind of his future self taunting him about the inevitability of his downfall. These summons haven't been good. They've a lot of 3 stars here. Oh man, I guess it's fine. Doesn't really matter. And then you got Ike, who so far hasn't like made a real physical appearance, other than being a sort of a premonition or a dream from Mist. So like that's another aspect or another element of putting in a dark version. It's like, oh, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare from one of your loved ones, and seeing I guess a potential path. We've been getting so many 3 stars. I feel like we've gotten disproportionate number of 3 stars so far. Hopefully that's just us getting a little beginner's bad luck out of the way. Started transitioning into some meaningful pulls here. I haven't even like had to stop to check out something where we got in a shockwave. Okay, well there we go. So proving me wrong. Okay, well, I don't know about that. And then you've got that Corrin, who kind of still has the sense to like self-isolate. Self-isolate, he's practicing social distancing. But he's by himself. He knows he's dangerous, so he's trying to stay away from hurting the people that he cares about. So, and then he finds, I'm not gonna spoil it or anything, but he finds a kindred spirit out there, and could potentially draw him out from his own prison, his own self-inflicted prison, or what have you. These 3 stars are really kind of getting under my skin at this point. Oh, I mean, I know the last one was 2 4 stars, but I like that shockwave. I like it. It gives me hope. When I don't see the shockwave, I lose all hope, and that's never good. All right, so we're getting Eliwood, who feels new even though he's not new because of the whole Resplendent version. We're going to be getting Resplendent Hector pretty soon, which is exciting. And then we'll be getting the reveal of the next Resplendent hero. We'll go green. So I don't know who it would be, and I honestly don't believe anybody out there that kind of has a pattern in place that they think exists, because even if there exists a pattern, there's nothing to say that they wouldn't break it like instantly. So it's always fun to postulate, hypothesize patterns, but the reality is, I mean, you can't really rely on that. So next Resplendent, I feel like it's going to be a lower rarity hero. They're all Gen 1 heroes, so I mean they have their pick of the litter, I guess. But I would like to see a Resplendent Camilla. That would be exciting for me. Give us an excuse to, I don't know, we might even do like a review of her art or something, because it's been a long time since we've gotten new Camilla related stuff. These 3 stars are killing me. I don't know, is it just me, or are you guys feeling this too? Because it feels like we're just getting like all 3 stars. All right, that's okay though. It's all right. Doesn't getting them from a 3 to a 4 star, if they're just like Gen 1 or Gen 2 fodder, it doesn't really matter if they're 3 star or 4 star, because what's the difference? It's like a bunch of feathers, which I have more than enough of. All right, let's keep on going. All right, some reds here. So yeah, again, the Forging Bonds, I thought it was interesting because it just kind of took a different angle for each of the characters. Oh, and I didn't talk about Julia. Julia's is awesome. And here's Seliph, because I started talking about Julia. Julia's is hilarious. It's they took, the comedy route with hers, which I appreciate. It adds levity to an otherwise very dark event. But basically her being strong-armed into participating into a musical and not really being the rest of her, I guess, acting troupe being a little bit oblivious to her condition. So yeah, I mean, fun event, fun banner, fun forging bonds. Went through the story, of course, to get some of those orbs as well. It is a mainline, since it's a new Heroes banner, it's going to be an actual main story event, which is kind of nice. Actually, I guess we could get a Resplendent Roy, now that I'm thinking about it. Or Marth, for that matter. Either of those. And they introduced the new Daydreaming fairy. I forget her name at this moment, because I mean, all of their names are kind of hard to remember, to be honest with you. And hers, we just met, so. Well, so far, we've gotten basically nothing. That Selena was some reposition fodder, so that's always nice to see. Of course, oh, there we go. Hey, Julia. Man, this art is gorgeous. Heart Usurped Julia. I am Julia, servant of the great priest, Lord Manfroy, faithful disciple of Lord Luptus. There we go. So the art looks, honestly, even better than I remember from the trailer. I guess the hair feels more detailed, and that you have these violent wisps around her, and she has like that stare. She's like staring us down. It's pretty cool. She looks great, and her sprite animation is nice too. She's got the little things floating around her, so that's cool. All right, so let's check out her IVs, and hopefully she's somewhat balanced. Minus attack plus speed. That doesn't sound very good. That doesn't sound very good at all. Since I don't know about these IVs, I kind of want to neutralize them, right? I don't know. We're going to have to decide once we reach the pull threshold, whether we'll get another Julia or we'll go for Ike instead. But her art's great. Her art's great. And I'm just happy to get her, to be honest with you. I really am. So it doesn't really matter to me. I guess the question is, should I pull for the rest of these, considering the position that we're in? We've got a lot of green, so there's potential for Lyon. And I don't know what our pity percentage was. We were 26 pulls in. You know what? It's discounted pulls that add towards the sparking mileage. So why not? I say why not, and we're just going to get a bunch of 3 stars. And Arthur, who is, bad luck incarnate. It's usually not a good sign, but maybe maybe he'll siphon the bad luck from me. Maybe that's what he's going to do. And then we'll end up alright. Oh my god, no. No. It's happening. It's actually happening. It's not what I wanted. Oh no. Oh well, it's a Python. Alright. I mean, it's Python now. Python doesn't care. Got 2 bad luck charms and 1 guy who just doesn't care. Alright, well, we're going to keep going on this train and pulling on reds all the same. If we can get an Ike, that would be great. If we can get another Julia, that would be great, and we can cancel out that kind of unfavorable flaw there. There is a Morgan. Alright. Back out of this. Alright. Ooh, okay. 3 chances here. Now, kind of down the pipeline, of course. Oh, hey, reposition fodder. Down the pipeline, we are going to be getting brides relatively soon. So, I was debating whether I should dive into the 40, to the 40 mileage on this one. I didn't on the last one, so this seemed like a good opportunity to invoke it. Again, just because it seems so much fun. And I'll have enough orbs for the brides when they appear. Should be in June, so next month we'll be getting the next seasonal, and that should be a bride-based manner. Bride/groom, I guess, is to be more specific. So yeah, we'll see. Ooh, wow. Holy crap. We're getting Igren. That is awesome. I love Igren, and whenever she appears, it's stunning, of course, because that art is gorgeous. It's an off-focus 5-star, so certainly not, obviously, one of our targets for today, but Igren may as well always be my target. So we got Igren. That's awesome. I'm pleased with that. I don't mind. Let's go ahead and check her IVs. Plus attack, really? Jeez, that's awesome. See, so like Julia, you know, did me dirty with the IVs, but Igren comes along and plays nice. How does that work? And I'm really just using this as an excuse to sift through her art. But regardless, that's awesome. That's actually pretty much ideal as far as her IVs. The original, or my second Igren that I pulled was plus speed. So I've been using her, but plus attack's great. So that's an amazing consolation prize. All right, let's back out of this. That's beautiful. Okay, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. I mean, if there were an off-focus red that wasn't new, I should clarify. If there was an off-focus 5-star red that wasn't new that I would want to get, Igren's definitely up there as far as who I would love to get. So hey, that is perfectly fine. All right. So we're getting up there. Only 5 more pulls until we've reached the cap, at which point I have a decision to make. I can either go for a Julia to nullify, or I can go for an Ike. And the reality is that I would prefer to get a new character over, you know, any Bane neutralization. The other element of this, of course, is that they're new heroes. They're not special heroes, so they're going in the regular summon pool. There is always the chance that you will get pity broken by one of these characters in the future. Or I guess more specifically, I will get pity broken. So, hey, you know, that could happen, and I could get another Julia, and then... Oh, wow. What, 2 Sylvias in a row? And if that happens, well, then I can neutralize the Bane naturally. I'm not in any rush. It's fine. So, 4 more summons to go. Okay. And then this will be my first time in... Oh, hey, Sheeta. In doing the whole guaranteed 5-star. Which, by the way, again, I can't say enough good things about that system that they put into place. I know some people are disappointed that it's only new hero banners, that like it doesn't carry over between banners, but I mean, come on, be realistic. I get wanting to have it on seasonals, but I also understand wanting to maintain the rarity of seasonals, and then and legendary, and you know everything else. But as far as like mileage carrying over between, if it's like a selection, like rarely do you get a selection, I guess is what I'm getting at, of heroes. It usually just doesn't happen. Alright, so we aren't unfortunately going to be able to organically pull another copy of Julia or Ike for that matter. So let's stop here. And so now we got a free 5-star summon. The actual text changed here, so that is cool. And yeah, I think we're gonna just go Ike. I mean, yeah, I think we should. As much as I want another Julia to neutralize, it's okay. I just like getting new heroes. That's what brings me joy. Okay, so I'm gonna go Ike here, with his whole kind of almost evil Ryu looking art, and we're gonna pick him and go for it. So Ike, Zeal Unleashed. Let's grab him here. And who's it gonna be? There he is. Look at him. Zeal Unleashed Ike. I am Ike. My blade hungers. Point me towards something to fight. Something that will fight back. So I actually didn't notice this again in the trailer, but he has kind of like a spray behind him of the purple. It's almost like it feels like a paint spray or like an arterial spray. I almost wonder if that was like originally red, because it kind of looks blood-esque. And they decided to purple it up just for for the kids out there. When you do this, are they neutral? I actually don't know. Let's check. They are neutral. Okay. All right. Okay. I mean, so that's fine. That's great. And here's Ike, of course. His his standing art is very, very menacing. He is really just kind of coming right at you. And then I really, really like his attacking art. I think his attacking art is really cool looking. Especially this one. He goes a little nuts here. He's got the red eye trails going, and he's got the wisps around him, and his Rognal, the Chaos Rognal, is glowing with its own aura. And then, this is pretty cool too. I like seeing the arrow in him, in his shoulder, in his shoulder armor, his pauldron. And then he's like guarding, he's in a guarding position. It's really cool. It's really nice. It's great art. So yeah, let's pull out of this. So that's going to be it for me on this banner. We did go all the way to the 40 summons, because obviously we wanted to get both of my targets, and we did. So I would consider that a success. And we got an Egren along the way, which I would also consider a success. So at this point, we're going to jump into Crimson Ghost summons. I know it's been a while, but he is going to be summoning on this banner. He's going to record it, and we're going to go ahead and watch that together. So we'll transition to there right now. All right, well, we're going to jump right into it. I know that his primary target is going to be Julia. I think he's picking blue erroneously here. He means to pull the reds, but regardless, so this is just his free pull. Getting this one out of the way, it's going to be a Jagan, which obviously is really not that eventful. But he does have his summon tickets lined up, so he will be going into those, and hopefully then he'll be able to pull on reds this time. Okay, there we go. Alright, one red. Now, if he can get Julia early, he might duck out. I don't know if he's going to go for Ike or Lyon or really any of them. Sophia, that is a reminder of what her art used to look like. So it looks like he is going to be going for Lyon as well. And he's going to be getting a Wrath. That's actually new for him. He is, I mean, not the best cavalry archer in the game, but a new unit is a new unit, so that's pretty nice. So I'm curious, I don't know if that means he's also going to be pulling for Lyon's as well, or if he's just confused. It's a little unclear, but nevertheless, we got 3 chances at Julia here, so that's pretty nice. And he does have enough orbs to go up to the 40 cap, should it, the mileage / sparking, should it, should it come to that. Hopefully it won't, but if it does, there is that safety net, which is always nice. So he's going to get an Erica here. So maybe, with Erica being there could be a Lyon in the circle, who knows? Okay. Keeping hope alive. Maybe he can do a lot better, fare a lot better than me. He's going to get a Tharja. Okay. Tharja, one of the committee in Julia's Forging Bonds event to reject being the Red Ranger of the female mages of that musical. So getting another 3 stones, which is pretty nice. Some more chances here. Gonna get a long coup. Alright. Still on the free ticket phases, so getting all of these at a discount is pretty nice. It's going to be an adult Tiki. It's not bad. That could definitely be worse. Alright. Make our way around. Alright. I like seeing that shockwave. That shockwave means hope is alive. Alright, we're getting a Hinata. And that's some Fury 3. So, unfortunately, no reds here. Going to go for green for Lyon. Now, I do know that, oh, you know, trying her best. Like I had mentioned during my summons, brides are coming, grooms are coming. So bear that in mind. You do have a couple of weeks to pull on this should you not want to dive in too super hard like we are. It's kind of interesting to think about, though. When you reach the guarantee, the guaranteed 5-star does not count as your pity breaker. So your pity rate is actually still increasing beyond that. I had noticed that in my summons, because despite me getting the Ike in the end there, and selecting him as my sparking guaranteed mileage unit, I still had my previous pity rate, because it's completely separate and distinct from that. So I still had like a 3 point, whatever percent pity rate, which I don't know. It's not like high or anything, but at the same time, maybe it's worth diving a little bit more to get another Julia to neutralize that Bane, but we'll see. Okay, gonna get a Seliph. Maybe that's a sign of things to come. Getting a Seliph. Maybe he'll call upon Julia. Not in this circle, but in the next circle. Here he goes. Okay, well, apparently that's not the case. Going for Lyon, then. And Lyon is very good, but this is going to be a 3-star instead. It is, going to be Bowie. Hey, Bowie. Bowie's cool. I like Bowie. Alright. 2 more chances. Seems like his summons are, so in my summons, he's getting a lot of Bantus. In my summons, I ended up getting 2 5-stars out of 150, which actually, that's not bad. I would say that's probably about average. So like 1 focus unit in 150. I'm hoping, I don't know how far he's gone in at this point, but I am hoping that he does manage to get something pretty soon. It's been a little while. He has been summoning. It's well beyond the point of free summons and free tickets. Actually, I guess there is a tracker, right? There's an actual, tracker right there for the summons themselves. Okay. Yeah, so he's 17 deep. 2 more chances here. Oh, that's going to be a 3-star. Selena? No, it's going to be a stall. Yeah. Not the best. But... Ooh, okay. Let's make it happen. Come on. Oh, God. Got two green-haired dudes. 2 green-haired Gen 1 3-stars in a row. I know he's a 4-star, but really Draug's a 3-star. Alright. Let's shake off that last circle. Oh wow, that's a lot of blues, but not going for Corrin this time around. We are going for Julia. And this could be her. Oh, it's Selena. She was just late from when I called her in the last couple of circles, I was looking for that reposition fodder. Well, here she is. We are getting a Selena. Alright. Yeah, I gotta say that I am impressed with the art on this banner. It is very nice. Ah, 3-star. So, as I was saying, and I know I'm all over the place, I'm kind of scatterbrained right now for some reason. I'm feeling a little tired and under the weather, but what I was trying to say is that brides are coming in June, and which could lead to some interesting stuff. Potentially a duo unit. You could definitely see a duo groom and bride together, since that was, since the introduction of duo units. That kind of feels like a natural pairing, so that's definitely something we could see. We'll have to see if that actually shakes out or not, but I would certainly not be surprised. As for who that would be, no idea. And then as for the other brides, I don't know. There's a lot of contenders out there. Alright, so he has gone in 22 summons deep, 0 5-stars. But also over halfway to the sparking and mileage, so there is that, which is kind of nice. But Seth is not somebody that you want to see. Even with his weapon refine, definitely not exactly what you're looking forward to. Seth is actually not a bad contender for a Resplendent version. He is not a launch unit, which again I think is what primarily the Resplendent versions have been, but all the same, not bad. Or not a bad choice, I should say. Crom is also not a bad choice in that regard, I would say. But we're getting a lot of sword units that I am sure he doesn't need, and I'm sure he is not too pleased about getting. So, hopefully we can change that up a little bit here. Get some nice stuff. Not a 3-star, that sucks. Another Seliph. Is Seliph going to be gating us here? Like, preventing us from getting Julia? I mean, he can't, right? Because even if we get to 40 pulls in, not even Seliph can stop us. But maybe, just maybe, because he got Seliph, that means that this one is going to be Julia. No, it's Erica. Just Erica. Yeah, just Erica. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, that is going to be another 3-star. I feel like his 3-star rate has not been quite as bad as mine was, but it's not a whole heck of a lot better. I don't know what it is about this banner. This evil banner. This evil RNG. Look at this. Get out of here. Begone 3-star. Seliph. Seliph, you gotta go, bro. You gotta get out of here. Just the exit's right over there. Just like off to the left. Turn that corner. Step outside. Door will lock behind you. Thanks for coming. Okay? Alright. We always get a red after the Seliph, and it never ends up being anything. And case in point, it is Draug here, who is not really anything. So that's unfortunate. Well, we'll just keep on rolling. I guess at this point, it's safe to just assume as an inevitability that he's gonna have to go to the 40 pulls, because like at this point, like the cost that's gone. Oh, okay, there's Lyon. He is going to get the Demon King Lyon. And he's just going to skip through and not let me read his text. That's okay. That's fine. And not check his IVs. I will put his IVs over to the right-hand side after I confirm them with him so that you do know what he ended up getting. Lyon's great. Lyon is an, again, pretty meta unit as far as countering specific types of units and specific types of strategies, specifically Ether Raid-based strategies. So he's very, very good. So, I don't know what his IVs are, but he's worth having for sure. And so that is a win. It's just certainly not what he wanted. But, as I was saying with opportunity cost, he's already 30 summons deep. So, even if he were to get Julia in the next circle or so, at that point he probably should just keep going. Keep going until the 40. So he can get either another Julia to get a neutral one, or neutralize a flaw, or just pick one of the others for some fodder or something. And there's Baruka. Alright. Okay, there we go. 6 more summons, and then he has at least gotten her guaranteed. Yeah, that is unfortunate about the Lyon. Well, it's a mixed bag. I mean, I think he's not... The reason why he blitzed through that, he's not too happy about getting Lyon. But Lyon is great. And hopefully he can just get a Julia to make up that. But not in this stone. That's going to be another Sophia. Unfortunately. Alright, well, burning through those orbs. Oh no! He's got an inordinate number of circles without red stones. I started out that way, but he's like picked up that mantle and like run with it. Are you kidding? Another Lyon? Wow, somebody's got a man crush. Lyon really likes Crimson Ghost. Loves him. And he's not going to check the IVs either. I don't think he's too happy about getting 2 Lyons. You know, regardless of how good he is. Again, I'll put the IVs off to the right-hand side for people that want to see what he ended up getting. And that's going to be a Hinata, which again is some Fury 3. So that's okay. It's alright. Got a lot of chances here. And even if he doesn't get her here, he gets her guaranteed. So, you know, there is that. Alright, gonna be a Roy. Roy's our boy. And it actually kind of calculates perfectly. The 2 reds that are on here will get him to the 40 threshold, so regardless, this will be a win. We'll have to think about the positive. He will be getting a win out of this at the end of the day. Last chance, last dance. Let's see if he can pull through. Okay, hope's alive. 2 Julias in a row, let's get it. Oh my god, he's gonna get Ike, wow. So he's not going to get any Julias. He's gonna get 2 Lyons and an Ike. I mean, at least they were focus units, which is actually pretty good. So he spent probably around... Okay. Alright, well, yeah. No, that... I understand. That does suck. So he's minus attack, much like my Julia, which is very unfortunate. And... Yep, okay, alright, yep, setting a new favorite category as uninstalled just so that he remembers what the flaws really are. Well, all's well that ends well. He ended up getting an Ike, despite him not necessarily wanting one, ended up getting 2 Lyons, surprisingly enough, and now he is going to be able to finally get his Julia, who is thankfully going to be neutral, which is actually a nice thing. I would like to get a neutral Julia. That'd be pretty good. And it kind of times out perfectly, too, because now he doesn't have a pity rate either. And now he just, like, goes right into Julia. So that's pretty nice. So he's gotten, you know, he got three focus 5 stars out of that. I should rephrase that. Which is actually pretty decent. And he spent around probably about 150, 160 orbs. So all in all, pretty good result. So let us know in the comments below how you did on the banner if you decided to pull on it. Remember, we do have a healthy number of days left on the banner, so don't feel like you have to summon on the first day. Definitely make sure to get your summon tickets before you start pulling, and wishing you the best of luck in getting all of your targets. But please be sure to let us know how you ended up doing in the comments below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. We thank you all so much for watching and taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. Certainly wishing the best for you, your family, and your friends, hoping that you're staying safe and secure out there, regardless of where you are and what you're doing. And until next time, let's protect those skies.